All right, good morning. My name is Stephanie. Welcome to Brain Training for Parkinson's with PD Active. This month and the last couple of weeks, we've been working on balance training, which, as we've talked about in the last couple of weeks, encompasses so much. So balance training isn't just about being able to stand on one leg for a period of time. It's much more dynamic than that, because rarely in life are we standing on one leg and being very focused on that one thing. So I'm just going to share a quick list of exercises that we've been sort of making sure that the list of concepts that we've been working on the last couple of weeks. So for balance training, the kind of 5 here that I like to work in for balance training is the vestibular system. So these are the eye drills and the head turning drills that we work on. Proprioception, the feeling of your body in space, understanding where your limbs are in space. So if you go out to step on a step, you understand where that foot is in relationship to the step. You're not missing the step or misjudging the depth of that step, down or up. Reaction time and reflexes. So being able to see something and react to it. So if there's oncoming, someone walking towards you and they're not looking where they're going, these millennials that keep their head down on looking at their phones, and you see them coming at you and you react to them, you step off to the side. That goes along with weight shifting, your ability to weight shift between the right and the left side, right leg and left leg, and then also being able to weight shift on the front part of the foot and the back part of the foot. And ankle mobility and accommodation. So we talked about walking on uneven terrain can challenge your balance, but if your foot mobility, so if you can accommodate for the uneven terrain with your ankle joint, both in mobility and then also your reaction, you are less likely to topple over. So just keeping in mind these 5 components of balance training as we're going through the class and as you go through your other classes, especially if that's something that you're interested in improving. It's not just about the single leg balance. It's all these other things, that dynamic balance. Okay. I did have a quick question from Adam about doing this class barefoot. Long answer short, yes, it's best to do this class in particular barefoot. If I encourage you to do most of your movement sessions barefoot and be barefoot as often as possible, as long as it's safe. And the reason being, which goes along with that list that I talked about, proprioception, your ability to feel the bottom of your foot, feel the ground and perceive and have stimulus from the ground. And then also it just trains the intrinsic muscles of your feet, the little muscles in the arches of your foot, as opposed to being in a rigid shoe. Now I understand that sometimes that rigidity is safer and important for your gait in that sense. But if you are in a designated mindful movement practice where you can really think about it and focus on it, it is good to be barefoot. It's kind of the whole barefoot movement that's going for the minimalist shoes, the finger shoes, the sensory inputs on the bottom of the feet. So with that being said, being barefoot is great. And then also if you have toe spacers, throw those toe spacers on. If you have sensory mats, throw those on the floor. Everything, all the sensory input that you can give your body, the more information your body has to move efficiently. All right, let's get into it a little bit here with a warm up. We're going to start standing or seated, your choice, standing or seated. Either way, we're going to have the feet wide. Either way, have your feet out wide. And we're going to place the heel of your hand on the inside of your knees and lean into that a little bit, pressing the knees apart from one another. If you are seated, it may make more sense to have your elbows on your thighs. That way you can push your thighs apart and stretch your inner thighs here. Good. Either way, see if you can drop one shoulder down through the center and take your eyes and head to rotate over your other shoulder. Stretching in rotation. Switch to the other side, pushing out on your inner thigh, drop one shoulder forward, rotate one shoulder back, and look over your shoulder. Good. Spot something behind you in the room. Make eye contact with it. Switch sides. See if you can see that same object on this side as well. How far can you get that rotation, both in your body and your eyes and your head? That's it. Good. Switch to the other side. and switch to the other side. One more time each. Last one. Rotate, push through those the knees to get some leverage in your rotation. Very nice. And bring yourself up to stand. You can keep your wide base. Take your arms up towards the ceiling. Push the heel of your hand up. We're going to grab onto a wrist and side bend. Good. Turn your world sideways. There's some vestibular training already. Make sure that your head turns sideways. Beautiful. And we're going to reach down towards the foot on that side. Your eyes come with it. Bring yourself through the center and roll yourself up to your tall upright position. The shoulders drop back and your head pops up on top of that spinal column. Arms come up again. Push the arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Side bend over to the other side. Turn your world sideways. Move that head. So not just the arms, move your head sideways. That's it. Good. Nice job. Reach down towards that foot. Center. And roll your spine up. Roll the shoulders open. Pop your head up on top of your spinal column. Nice job. Arms up. We'll do it again. Reaching north. Side bend. Turn your world sideways. Get your vestibular system going. There you go, David. Nice work. Bring it down. Grab onto your feet or towards your shin. Center yourself. Roll your spine up. One more over to the other side. Push. Side bend. Open up through your rib cage. Roll through. Come into your side rotation. Center. And roll all the way up to stand. Nice work. From here, bring your feet underneath you or more narrow if you're seated. We're going to do a march. Again, seated or standing. Just march the legs. Good. We're going to do opposite hand and knee touch. Opposite hand and knee touch. Can you go a little faster? Pull your knees up higher. Good. Pull those knees up. Pull those knees up. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Nice job. Hands on your hips. Again, seated or standing. I'm going to come closer so you can see what my eyeballs are doing. What do we want to call this? Superhuman stance. We're going to keep our, oh no, we're just going to move our head and our eyes. Let's do that together. Head and eyes to the left. Head and eyes to the right. Head and eyes to the left. Head and eyes to the right. Find something on the side of the room that you want to focus those eyes on. And you're going to go from one to the other. One to the other. There you go. Awesome. And you probably already know that if you do it quickly, it's more dizzying, which can be an interesting challenge for you. Or if that's the case and you're getting too dizzy, pull back a little bit, go a little slower. Good. We're going to do one more. Nice job. Here we go. Cross knee march. Same as before. Cross knee march. Yep. This is just a neuro break. We do something with the eyes and vestibular system, and then we do something sort of mundane and repetitive. It's like little like turn your brain off, and then we turn the brain on. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Superhuman stance. I'm just going to come down so you can see my eyeballs. We're not going to move our head. So if it's helpful, actually, we're going to go from seeing superhuman stance to one hand on your chin. Just the eyeballs move left and right. Flick, 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 flick. Find something like a goal for your eyes. You're like, I want to go all the way to that purple thing on the bookshelf. Good. We'll do about 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Cross knee march. Again, something mundane, something repetitive, something that doesn't take too much thought. Good. Get those knees up nice and high. We can take advantage of the cardio on this, right? A little carryover from February. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Right here, we're going to keep our eyes locked on an object in front of you. This time the eyes do not move, but the head moves. So eyes locked on an object, turn your head to the left, turn your head to the right. Good. I feel like in the recordings, I must look really crazy if you're actually watching me. You shouldn't be watching me. Focus on your object. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Standing march, last one. Good. Get that cross body connection. There's a proprioception drill in this. Yeah, make the connection between the sides. If you can't get your knees up, at least touch the opposite thigh. There you go. At least get the rotation and the cross body relationship. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, we're going to take your eye tracking device. So a pen or a pencil. Again, you can do this seated or standing. Let's keep the chin and the head steady. And we're going to go slow pursuit. The pen or pencil is going to move right and left. Slow pursuit, meaning you're tracking the pen as it moves through space, as opposed to the eye flicks where we just did 1 to the end. We want to follow the device now. Okay, so go ahead, go right and left. Do not move your head. Slow pursuit. And if you want to switch your hands with the dowel or your pen, sorry, I'm holding a little dowel. If you want to switch your hands with the pen, that's okay too. So that way you get the full range of motion right and left. Smooth, slow pursuit. And although you know where that pen or pencil is ultimately going to end up, I want you to try to follow that pen through space. Don't, even though you can anticipate, still follow. Pull it all the way to your edge of your field. Good, we got 4 more. 3 more. 2. And last one. Wonderful, nice job. March in place, or this time walk around the room if you're doing this standing. Walk around your room or march in place. Cross body touch. Good. Nice work. All right, go ahead and grab your foot release ball. Your foot release ball. Your tennis ball, a tennis ball could work. A wool dryer ball could work. Something that's kind of soft that has forgiveness. All right, I'm going to bring the camera down so that you can see the movement. So we're just going to go through the routine. We've been doing this last couple of weeks. Hopefully you've been doing it in between class too. You're going to go for just a foot smash. The idea with this one is to get your bones to separate on your foot. We want to get some mobilization between the bones, because the wider the foot, the bigger the base that we have underneath us, it's easier to balance on a bigger base of support. Just creating more width. That's what's nice about the toe spacers too, because they give you, right? They give you this like spread of your base of support. Good. All right, finish with the ball at the base of your heel. So kind of right in front of your heel bone. And we're gonna wiggle that foot. You can do this seated too, by the way. You can still do this seated. Very good. And then bring the ball to the ball of your foot. I'm gonna do those little squeezes. Flare all 5 toes up. And then wrap and squeeze the ball. So you're like gripping the ball with your toes. Flare all 5 toes. And then squeeze. Nice work. Flare and squeeze. Flare. Squeeze. 2 more. Last one. Good. Notice when you squeeze, you get this little arch lift. That's what we're talking about, the intrinsic muscles of your feet. Okay, we're going to do something a little different than we have in the past. We're going to go more so that the big toe is almost isolated. Maybe the second toe joins the party a little bit, but it's mostly under your big toe. Stretching that big toe. And the goal, I guess, if you want to try to get it so that your metatarsal, so the base of that toe is on the floor, but then the actual digit is kind of coming up on the ball. Okay. It may look something more like that, and that's okay. It depends on your flexibility. So we're going to press that big toe in the ball like you're pushing a button with your toe. Ugh. But of course, that ball's not super squishy. It's not going to go very far. It's an isometric contraction, and then release your toe. Release the effort. There we go. Push the button. And then release. Yep. Push the button. And release. When you're pushing that button, try to make it like an actual contraction of the big toe, not just a weight shift into the ball. Okay, so you're actually pushing down. Last 2. Good. One more time. Beautiful. Nice job. Place that ball off to the side. We're going to do the top of the foot stretch, the dorsum stretch. Use a wall or balance thing if you need to. So we're going to have toenails down. If you're in the chair, you would just be sitting on the edge of the chair and put the toenails back behind you. Okay. So we're going to go from pinky side of the foot over to the big toe side of the foot. Good. And then as you get more confident in that, remember it starts to slide a little bit more underneath you. And you put a little bit more weight in it. Make sure you get all the way to that pinky side. Good. All right. Stick your foot out and play piano with your toes. Can you do the wave? I'm working on it. Switch the direction of your wave. Oh, my ankle just wants to get involved. Come on, toes. Last one. Good. Something's better than nothing. All right, other side. Ball smash. Look at this too. If you're not feeling the ball that you like, you can do this. Use the top of the other foot as a release tool. Okay. Yeah. There's no rules. We just want to widen the foot, bring some blood flow, sensory awareness to the bottom of your foot. Very good. Okay, bring the ball on your heel, or right in front of your heel bone, I should say, and then wiggle. And then bring it to the front part of your foot. By the way, I go through these pretty fast. So if there's one of them that you particularly like, feel free to hang on that one for a bit. Okay, you don't have to do all of these. All right, so we're gonna go full toes wrapping on top. And then flare all 5 toes. Grab the ball with your toes, wrap them. Get the pinky toe involved in there too. And then release. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Again, as you squeeze, feel the bottom of your foot, those arches working. 2 more. Good, last one. Now we do the big toe in isolation. So you might have the big toe, maybe the second toe comes along a little bit, depending on your flexibility there. And we're gonna push the big toe down, push the button, and then release. This side's stronger for me, look at that. Push. Very good. Push. Okay, I understand if you have bunions, this may not be your favorite thing. Just try your best. 2 more. Last one. Good, nice job. The ball goes off to the side. Toenails down. Work from pinky toe to big toe. Again, if you're in the chair, you can kind of scoot off the edge and bring your leg behind you. For some of you, it may look more like this, and that's okay. Just work with what you got. Nice. All right. Heel down, toes up. Play piano. And then go for the wave. Switch the direction. Woo! Nice. Okay, one more time. Good. And then stomp it out. Vibration's good for your feet. Very nice. We're going to do some calf raises next. So once we stretch out the foot, we want to activate the foot. If you are doing this seated, we're going to work on calf raises just in the chair like this, okay? If we're doing this standing, I advise holding on to something that will help you get a little bit more into the muscles that we're looking to get into. I'm going to show my feet again. Let's take balance out of the equation and just work on strengthening. So parallel your feet, make sure that they're underneath you. You're not turned out. Parallel. We're going to come up onto the balls of the feet. Try not to shift forward in your body, keeping yourself a little bit back. And then also working not on this, but I like to say the ankle bones get attracted to one another. All right, so we're going to lower down nice and slow, tap your heels and pull your heels back up. Good. And I say pull because you're sort of working on the bottom of the foot. You're kind of like pulling and floating and lifting. Tap down and pull. Good. Tap down and pull. Very nice. Good. If you are doing this seated and you're starting to get bored of it or feel like it's too easy, obviously you can try standing. You can also try putting a couple books in your lap and doing the same thing, or a grandchild. Yeah. Or a grand puppy. 2 more. Very nice. Last one. Beautiful. Go into a stride. So if you're seated, you're going to have 1 foot back, 1 foot forward, and you're kind of hanging off the edge of your chair. Otherwise, we're in a stride. Can we see? No, here we go. Good. From here, we're going to come up onto the ball of the foot and then stretch that back heel down by bending your front knee forward. We'll come up and then heel down stretch. Let's get a little bit bigger view. Toes are forward. Make sure you haven't pigeon-toed your back foot. We go up, the front knee straightens, and then the front knee is going to bend as you drop in. Okay, we go up and bend. Try to keep this back leg straight. We go 4 more. 3 more. 2. Good, last one. Pivot or switch feet. Oh, this calf needs some stretch. All right, here we go. We go up and then heel goes down, bend your front knee. Up, bend your front knee, heel goes down. Nice work. Again, if you're sitting on a chair, you're just going to turn sideways so that you can drape the leg off the front and still do the same motions. You're going to go 3 more. 2 more. And last one. Excellent. Nice job. Step together, walk around the room. See how your feet feel in your gait. Do you feel connected to the ground? Can you feel the roll of your foot? What feels different, if anything? What feels good? What feels still stiff? Beautiful. All right. We're going to stand in place here. We're going to do a little bit of brain reaction time. I realize I'm cutting off my head. We're going to do a little brain reaction time. I'm going to say right or left. You are going to tap your foot out according to the words that I say, the command I say, right or left. If I say up, you're going to do a calf raise, arms come up overhead. Okay, right, left, or up. Are we ready? Reaction time. Here we go. Up, calf raise, even if you're seated. Right, left, left, up, left, right, right, left, up, right, up, up, right, left, up, left, right, up, down. There you go, Carrie. Left, right, up, right. What's down? Make something up. I don't know. That's it. Right, left, left, up and down. Nice job. Walk around the room. We'll have to go a little faster next time. Bring it back to your sweet spot, your station. We're going to go for a second set. I'm going to go a little faster. So you need to get yourself back home very quick. Okay, here we go. Up, left, left, right, up, right, left, down, up, right, left, right, down, right, up, down, right, left, down, left, up, down, left, right, left, down, right, up, down, left. Nice job. Walk around the room. Whoo, whoo, whoo. That was a little bit quicker. Nice work. We're going to go for one more set. If you would like to turn that into a hop, you can turn that into a hop. Just know that it's not like hop right. It's like hop right and then back center. I realize that's your left. That's my right. Okay. So you always need to come back home. Okay. We ready? Nice job with the ups and downs, being improv. Okay, here we go. Up, right, left, right, down, left, up. Good. Down, left, right, 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 down, up, right, left, left, up, right, left, down, left, up, left, left, right, down, right, up, left. Nice job. Walk around the room. Good work. All right, you're going to take your pen or pencil and find your open space again. We're going to do a little bit more eye tracking and head turns, but I'm going to have you do them in a few different positions. So in the past, we've been doing like a super stable, superhuman stance, or you've been seated in a chair, all very stable, sort of grounded, athletic stance environments. We're going to start to take your stance a little bit less stable by splitting your feet into a stride. Okay, so we're going to go into a stride and we're going to do some of those eye exercises that we did at the beginning. Option 1, have your heel down. Again, toes forward. Try not to have this happen in the back leg. Toes forward. Option 2, a little bit harder, is to hold the heel elevated. Okay. All right. So right here, you're just going to hold on to your pen for a sec until we get there. Let's just go head turns, right and left in your split stance. Make sure you're in your split stance. Are we in the split stance, everyone? Are we in your, yeah, there you go, Ilana. Yeah. Okay. I'm just, you know, some of you I see waist up, so it's all good. Split stance. Head and eyes move together. If this is even a little bit too challenging, make a pit stop in front of you and then go left and right. Good. Maybe 1 or 2 more. Good. And then awesome. I want you to just march in place, similar to what we did before. Cross body touch. I realize you have your pen or pencil. I actually probably had you grab that a little early, but that's okay. Let's do your other stride. Other stride, heel down or not. So if you want to make it a little harder, you would go elevated in the heel. Okay. If you know yourself to have a little bit of a fall risk here, make sure that you're near something that you can safely crash into. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Head and eye turns. Again, you can challenge this by lifting up your back heel. If you need a little bit of a regression, you can lower the heel or give yourself a pit stop in the middle. Nice job. 2 more. Last one, march in place, cross body touch. Good. All right, original foot forward. Original foot forward. We're gonna do eyes only. So keep your head still, eyes only. Left, right, left, right, left, so on and so forth. Up level by lifting up your back heel. Down level by dropping the heel and maybe giving yourself a pit stop in front of you. Good, last two. And march in place, crossbody crunch, not crossbody crunch, crossbody touch. So either touching your opposite thigh. Hopefully you can bring your knees up a little bit higher. There we go. Beautiful. Second side, same thing. Hold on to that chin so that we know we're keeping ourselves accountable. Back heel down or not. You're maybe starting to feel, okay, I know which side is stronger and which side's not. We're gonna go eye flicks right and left again. Try to keep your chin lifted. How far to the side can you get? Hit your target. Four, three, two, one. Nice job. Crossbody touch. Mindless repetition. But there's also proprioception and right-left coordination in there. Okay. Number three, round number three, split your stance. You have your original side. Eyes stay forward, head turns. Okay, eyes stay forward, head turns. If you want to do the superhuman arm stance, you can. I'm going to look at the blinds. So head turn. Ooh. Up level by lifting your back heel. Notice how much your feet and ankles have to sense the ground and accommodate. Those little subtle kind of falls off your center. Three more. Two. One. Good. Crossbody touch. Nice job. Just a rinse. Get it moving. Gotta flush it out. 3, 2, 1. Second half of your third set. Make sure you're switching your legs. Yeah, are we keeping track? Okay, back heel elevated or not. Superhuman hands if you'd like. Head turns, eye gaze stays forward. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Nice job. And neural reset. How we doing? It's the same thing. We just changed the position, right? Just made it a little bit harder in our body positioning. Now we need our pen or pencil. I had you grab that really too early. Okay, last set, first half, find your original side. You can have one hand, superhuman posture, one hand with the pen or pencil. Good, we're gonna trace the pen or pencil out to the side If you need to switch midway, go ahead and do that. Smooth pursuit, keep your head steady. So now you're not looking at something in the stable environment, you're looking at something moving in space, which is definitely a lot harder. Ooh, work those ankles, work your core and posture, think about vertical axis, nice and tidy. Again, you can up level by lifting that back heel, down level by bringing the back heel down. One more pass. Good, good. March, cross body touch. We just have one half to go. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Back heel up or down. Whichever hand you want to start with. Track the pen or pencil. Right and left. Smooth pursuit. Good. Now we have tracking something moving through space. Challenges the balance a bit more. Last 2. Try not to move your body, just your eyes. Good. And your last rinse, cross body touch. Good. All right. We're gonna do a little bit of standing work here, weight shifting work. If you're seated, you can still do this. It's just dulled a little bit by the fact that you're sitting on a cushion. So just bear with me on how much weight shifting is possible when you're actually seated. If you are seated, just be mindful. I want you to really lean into one side of your hips, one side of your pelvis. Make sure that you feel that differential between being on the right butt bone and the left butt bone. Okay. We're going to start with wide feet. If you haven't already noticed, we're going to come down, touch one foot, and then bring yourself back to your tall seated or tall standing. Touch the other foot, and then bring yourself back up. We talked about this last week. I need you sitting your hips back and then coming back up. So it's not just like a hinge over, it's not a bow. I want you sitting in it and then bring it back up. Sit in it, bring it back up. Okay, weight shift one side, weight shift the other. Weight shift one side, weight shift the other. Good. See if you can come down maybe to the outside of your calf, your ankle, your foot, or even the floor. How far can you go? Good. I didn't say anything about your eyes, but are you looking forward or are you looking at your foot? Interesting. 2 more. Excellent. Nice job. Walk your feet in, using something for support or not. For 30 seconds. You're going to come down on your knees and back up onto your feet. Okay. 30 seconds worth. How fast can you do that? Okay. Maybe you get 1 repetition in. Maybe you get 10 repetitions in. I'm going to start the timer. Ready, set, go. Pretty non-specific. How fast can you get up and down from the floor? Both knees come down. So you should be in a high kneeling position and then all the way up to stand. So come all the way down, all the way up. You likely have a preferred leg that you step up into. So just pay attention to which leg that is. We're going to do this again so you can do the other side on the next set. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Walk around the room if you need that reset. Otherwise, just take a moment. Maybe you got your heart rate up, maybe your legs got tired. All right. So I want you to stand on one side of your space. If you are using a yoga mat, that's a nice tool for kind of like figuring out where your target is. We're going to take one foot and step out to the side or step over the top of your yoga mat. You're going to come into a weight shift, touch somewhere, and then step all the way back together. Okay. The further the step out and the more you weight shift out, the harder it is to come back in a good way. Okay. So challenge yourself with that range and that length of your stride. Here we go. We're stepping out and then step together. I find it's easiest for your vestibular system if you look and you spot at something forward, okay? If you want to make it harder for yourself, look down and then look up. Look down at your foot and then find your forward spot, okay? Let me see how y'all doing. Good. Make a relationship with that leg that you're leaning into. Touch it in some way or touch the floor in some way, both hands. 3 more. Look up at the top. 2 and 1. Good. Some of y'all went different pacing, so that was my counting was weird. Shake it out. Take a lap if you need a little break. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So step 2, one side of your mat. If you're using your mat sort of as a target for the length of your step out to the side, here we go. Whenever you're ready, step out, shift in, make contact with that leg that you're shifting into, and then step together. Start with spotting something forward the entire time. Once you feel like you have that pretty good, you're going to look down at your foot and then step back center. Good. How smooth can you get from that weight shifted foot into your center balance? Nice work. We'll go 4 more. Almost there. And last one. Good. Shake it out. We're going to do that floor down and up agility. How fast can you get down on the floor? How fast can you come up? Do you remember which side you had your preference from the last round? Do the other side this time. 30 seconds-ish. As fast as you can. Ready, set, go. Good. Again, it's helpful if you spot forward. That will help you get your faster repetitions, staying balanced. Try not to look at the floor. Keep your eyes up. You know where the floor is. It's pretty predictable. You don't need to look at it. We're going to go for about 7 more seconds, all the way down, knees down to the mat, and then all the way up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Good, good. Walk around the room. We're going to finish up class on the floor for just a quick back stretch. If you would like to come down to the floor, go ahead and bring yourself down. If you want to just stay seated in the chair, you can do that too. Once you get down to the mat, start your windshield wipers with your knees. I'll show the chair version in a second. If you're in the chair, imagine I'm sitting, you're just going to turn, look over your shoulder, hold on to your thighs to help you rotate, and then switch, look over your shoulder here, pushing off of your knee. Use your knees for leverage. There you go. Some of you guys are ready on the floor, so knees are going right and left. Your eyes and head are going to go in the opposite direction of your knees. Let's also add in the arm reach. So the knees go off to one side, the arm reaches up, and you turn your head. It's like you're sniffing your armpit. And then spiral, switch sides. Spiral, switch sides. You can do this in the chair as well. You can start to reach the arm up as you rotate. That's hard. Good. Last one. Excellent. Perfect. Let's do this. Can we cross one leg over the other, seated or laying down? How's that flexibility? Give me a thumbs up if that feels good in the chair. Or thumbs down. And we're going to pull your knee, your supporting leg towards your body. Again, if you're in the chair, we're just going to cross this leg up and over the top. If you need to lean back to make some space for your hip, do it. And we're going to rock the body. Soothe it, especially if you feel tight. Soothe the body. Nice work. Yeah. Okay, if you feel like you just got here and you want to stay here for a little bit longer, go ahead. Otherwise, we can switch sides. So crossing the leg over the top and then rocking. Yeah. If you're on the floor, make sure you're holding the leg that is supporting the crossed leg. Okay, and then go ahead and rest your feet down. We'll take our fingers, our hands, place them at the nape of your neck, the base of your neck. Good, and then just give your back of your neck a little massage. If you're seated, of course, you can just use your thumbs to massage the base of your neck here. If you're laying down, sometimes it's nice to just put your hands there and then roll your head over your fingertips. Good. All right, you can bring your hands down by your side. Come into a comfortable position. If that's on your back, just like this, that's great. Otherwise, you can lay on your side or lay on your stomach or come up to a seated kind of lotus or cross-legged, whatever's comfortable for you for this kind of end of class reflection. And let yourself just feel supported by your chair or the ground. Close your eyes if that feels right for you. Take a moment to play back the class. We started with a little movement warm up, and then we did superhuman stance, eye movements, head movements. We did some foot release. We did, I think then we did the split stance, eye movements and head movements. Some weight shifting and floor agility. And then just a little bit of floor stretching. Pick out a point in class that you felt something interesting, new, or curious. Pick out something that you're going to adopt into your everyday routine or most of the days of the week routine. Something simple that you can just insert. Visualize yourself doing that task or doing that little trick, that little drill. When and where would you make that happen? Very specific. How are you going to use this information that you learned today? Take a deep breath in through the nose and then a longer exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and a longer exhale through the mouth. One more of those breath cycles. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Start to roll your wrists and roll your ankles, bend your knees, bend your elbows, move your pelvis, roll your shoulders. Start to move your spine and your head, waking the body back up. Go ahead and press yourself up to a seated or stand and give yourself a little round of applause. Good work, everyone. I'm going to turn the recording off, and if you have anything to share, we can chat for a little bit.